Most men spend years trying to become more attractive by improving the wrong things. They focus on saying the perfect words, getting more attention, or constantly proving their value. Yet some men walk into a room and naturally command respect without trying. What creates that difference? It's not luck, looks, or status alone. It's boundaries. The kind of boundaries that silently communicate self-respect, emotional strength, and purpose. Today, you'll discover 7 powerful boundaries that instantly change how high-value women perceive you. And the 7th one may completely reshape the way you view attraction itself. The first is what I call the priority boundary. A surprising number of men place a woman at the center of their life before she has earned a meaningful place in it. They cancel plans, neglect goals, and abandon routines just to be available. At first, this seems romantic, but psychologically it often creates imbalance. High-value women are attracted to men whose lives already have direction. When your purpose remains intact regardless of who enters your life, you communicate stability. Attraction grows when she sees that joining your world enhances it, rather than becoming the world itself. The second is the clarity boundary. Many men fear disappointing others, so they speak in vague language, hoping to avoid conflict. They say maybe when they mean no. They hint instead of communicating directly. But clarity is attractive because it creates emotional safety. Imagine being asked to attend an event that doesn't fit your schedule. A weak response dances around the truth. A confident response is respectful but direct. High-value women often trust men who know their own minds because certainty reduces confusion. Have you ever struggled to say no when you really wanted to? Let me know in the comments. The third is the emotional ownership boundary. This one separates emotionally mature men from emotionally reactive men. When something goes wrong, many people immediately look for someone to blame. Yet a strong man takes responsibility for his emotions without making them everyone else's burden. If a disagreement happens, he doesn't explode, withdraw, or manipulate. He communicates. Women subconsciously notice this because emotional stability creates trust. A man who remains centered during pressure demonstrates a level of inner strength that cannot be faked, and that strength often becomes far more attractive than outward confidence. The fourth is the respect standard boundary. Respect isn't something you demand loudly. It's something you quietly expect and consistently uphold. Imagine someone repeatedly making dismissive jokes at your expense. Many men laugh along even when it bothers them because they fear appearing sensitive. Yet every time you tolerate behavior that violates your values, you weaken your own self-image. A stronger approach is calm honesty. You address the issue without anger or drama. High-value women often admire this because it signals self-respect. Comment the word respect if you've ever learned this lesson the hard way. The fifth is the attention boundary, and it may be one of the most misunderstood. Modern culture encourages constant availability. Instant replies, endless texting, and nonstop communication have become normal. But attention is one of the most valuable resources you possess. When you give it away without intention, it loses meaning. This doesn't mean playing games or pretending to be busy. It means being fully present when you choose to engage and fully focused on your responsibilities when you don't. That balance creates intrigue because people naturally value what is given with purpose rather than desperation. The sixth is the growth boundary. Many relationships quietly fail because one person stops evolving. A man who commits to learning, improving, and expanding his capabilities creates a different kind of attraction. Imagine 2 men. One spends years repeating the same habits, avoiding challenges and resisting change. The other continually develops new skills, improves his health, and pursues meaningful goals. Which one creates more excitement, curiosity, and respect? Growth signals potential. High-value women are often drawn to men who are becoming something greater because they sense a future filled with possibility rather than stagnation. Now we arrive at the 7th boundary, the one most men never consider. I call it the validation boundary. This is the ability to appreciate someone's approval without depending on it. Many men unknowingly build their confidence on external reactions. They feel powerful when praised and insecure when ignored. But true confidence operates differently. It comes from internal standards. A man who knows his worth doesn't need constant reassurance to feel valuable. Ironically, this is often when attraction becomes strongest because confidence rooted in self-respect feels authentic rather than performative. Think about how these boundaries work together. Purpose protects your direction. Clarity protects your time. Emotional ownership protects your peace. Respect protects your self-image. Attention protects your focus. Growth protects your future. Validation protects your confidence. Individually, they are powerful. Together, they create something rare, a man who is grounded in who he is. And here's the deeper truth. These boundaries aren't really about attracting women. Attraction is simply the byproduct. The real reward is becoming someone you respect every time you look in the mirror. Have you noticed that the most confident people rarely spend their energy convincing others of their value? They don't chase approval because they already know who they are. That's the hidden shift these boundaries create. They move you from seeking validation to creating value. They transform your energy from neediness into purpose. And when that happens, people respond differently. Not because you're trying harder, but because you're operating from a stronger foundation. The most attractive qualities are often the ones that cannot be seen but can always be felt. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 boundaries impacted you the most, and which one do you think most men struggle to maintain? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future insights on psychology, confidence, and human behavior. Remember, the strongest boundaries don't push people away. They reveal who truly belongs in your life. And once you understand that, everything begins to change.